Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy, the Great Picture here, DGP, back again with another episode of Patriot Keys. This is preseason week 3. This is the pre-game talk against the Detroit Lions. Yes, we're flying to Detroit, facing them up in a week 3. I've been looking at this game the whole preseason. This is the game because we all know week 3 means that's the time your starters play a quarter, typically a half, sometimes even to the third quarter. So I've been excited. It's treated like a real game. So this is like the first time we see our starters truly in action, because the first couple games, yeah, we've seen some stars, but it's been mostly backups. But let's get into it. So before I get into it, be sure to drop a like, subscribe, comment, all that great stuff, and let me know your thoughts in the video down below once we get to the end. But let's get into it. So the biggest news of this week, Hightower is back. Yes, Hightower, he's off the PUP list. I showed you guys a video of him working out with the defensive line. I saw back in action. I'm trying to look up the correct date. It was August 22nd. My boy Hightower came back, so he's off the PUP list. And I'm sorry, my phone's actually going off, but he's off the PUP list, which is great, meaning that he probably most likely will be back week 1. We kind of already expected this, that he was going to be back week 1, but it just gave us some more confirmation that he'll be back week 1. He's not going to play this week because we have a couple of people that's not going to play. And shout out to look, I can't remember his name on top of my head. If I remember, I'll let you know. But so the practice, so according to Zach Cox from New York Sports Network, people who weren't there yesterday was Matthew Slater, Malcolm Mitchell, Rex Burkhead, Shane McClellan, Antonio Garcia, Matt Langle, and Derek Rivers, which is the same people that missed practice the day before August 22nd. And we're traveling today, so those who didn't, or I think we traveled last night, but for those who didn't have their bags packed, the main ones, or not their bags packed, I should say the shoulder pads packed. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. The ones who didn't have their shoulder pads packed was Hightower, Antonio Garcia, Marcus Cannon, which is a surprise, Matthew Slater, Derek Rivers, we already know what happened, and Deatrick Weiss, and a couple other people, but those are like the 4 or 5 main people. And that pretty much, to me, seems like they're not going to play. So Hightower, he is back practicing, but he's not going to be playing in the game, which is unfortunate because I really want to see Hightower. But if it means hold him off until the regular season, I'm all for that. Hightower's a veteran. We know what he brings to the table, so I'm not worried about him. I want to see Antonio Garcia, though, with the starters if Marcus Cannon wasn't going to play, or if Solder, because he's been banged up a little bit. Marcus Cannon's kind of came a surprise. But we kind of know that they're kind of battling injuries, and want to make sure that the little injuries that we're good. So that's all that is. So the main ones I'm looking at this week is, can we keep the run game going? Because before, you know, we had Dion Lewis, we had Rex Burkhead, we had DJ Foster, and they look pretty good, but it's been mostly against backups majority of the time. Let's see when it's like a real game setting. Let's see if the run game can still be what it is. Let's see if Neon Dion looks like Neon Dion, because he's been looking like that in practice in the preseason games. But when it's like a real game setting, let's see what he looks like. So I'm looking at the run game. Also on the offense, I'm looking to see if Brandon Cooks can get into the end zone. I want to see Brady to Cooks connection, see how that's going to work out. I'm not too worried about Gronkowski. Again, I know where I stand on that. 40 snap count limit for the regular season. For the preseason, 20 snap count limit for Gronkowski. Like, I don't want to see Gronkowski on the field really unless he's needed. You know, but I do want to see Brandon Cooks get in the end zone. I want to see if Brady to Cooks, you know, at the practice time they've been spending off in practice, will that work out in the regular season? So that's pretty much it for the offense. I'm not too worried. Only other person, which is I should talk about now, is Jacoby Brissett. He's been off this whole preseason training camp. He's not the best quarterback. He's okay, little below average really, but he's been awful like this preseason, like overthrowing passes. And again, I know he's not a passing quarterback, but I just need him to do better, because if we got to rely on him as we did last year for a game or two, I need to know that we can, you know, kind of still run the same plays, not totally change our playbook. Defense, Malcolm Butler, I'm tossing up last week as a fluke, but I want you to prove to me that that was just a fluke. So I want to see him and Stephon Gilmore, how that's going to work, how's that tandem going to work. I want to see us get a pass rush, Coney Ely, Trey Flowers, the whole defensive line, even the linebackers, Landon Roberts, all the people that's going to blitz. Where art thou? I need you guys to get to the quarterback. I need you guys to cause pressure, get into the backfield, because we're already slim as it is. No Ninkovich, he retired. Derek Rivers, he's gone. Deatrick Weiss is battling injury. So I need somebody. I need these linebackers, defensive ends, step up. Let's call some pass rush, because we didn't have really any last year, and it's looking like more or less the same, even though we did a good job, but because I have a Hightower on the blitz, but still, Hightower's not always going to be there. I need us to know if we can have a pass rush, if we can send forward, and we can get to the quarterback. Linebackers, you know, we're going to have David Harris and Landon Roberts, a couple other guys. Shane McClellan, he's not going to be there, but, you know, that's maybe another guy. Well, not really McClellan, but, you know what I mean. These linebackers, some of them, they're going to, I think, take turns do being the Mike linebacker today. I think more so Landon Roberts is going to be the Mike linebacker, which is good. But I also want to see David Harris, because David Harris is the veteran. Landon Roberts, he is, you know, the young guy. So we'll see how they work out, if who's going to replace Hightower when he needs to be replaced in terms of being the Mike linebacker, even though Hightower might be used more versatile on the blitzes and not so much more in coverage and stuff, which we'll see, because again, second part of last season, reason why our defense looked so much better after we traded Collins was because we had Hightower in the Collins role / the pass rusher role blitzing, and it worked out fine. So those are the 3 things we're looking at. Brissett, actually, sorry, 4 things. Brissett, can he be better against these backups? Brandon Cooks, can he do good? The running game, are they going to be good against starters? Pass rush, I need a pass rush, and Malcolm Butler, Stephon Gilmore. So that's 5 things. Those are the 5 things I'm looking for. Let me know your thoughts again down below in the comment section. What are you guys looking for? Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, this is the #1 channel for Patriot news. If you enjoy, again, like the video, subscribe, comment your thoughts. Let me know what you think. And if you're watching this, I'll probably have a Madden video uploading in the next couple of hours. Hopefully, Mud Squad's the craziest Mud Squad game ever. I got my boy KDG, you know, my fave podcast partner, and Famous Stars, who I've been on his podcast, and his and he's been on the Fave podcast. So again, in that video, I'll probably leave the channel links down below if I remember. So that's going to be it. Like, subscribe, comment, all that great stuff. And it's been over 7 minutes, so I've been going on too long.